are you talking about? Oh, we're 3 minutes late.
Oh,
3 minutes late. Welcome to the show that we apparently do at weird times.
Weird times.
It's the first weird time in a while.
It is.
Yeah.
No, I'm still angry.
It's
You guys.
Yeah,
No,
you're pretty bitter about it.
I'm not. I like being with the people. It's the SKIDS Podcast. I'm Shane Kopke. I'm here with Tim Gage and Kevin McNichols.
Hello.
yo.
They're both bitches. Actually,
Bitches with stitches.
Tim's a weirdo.
Okay, great. So Tim's a weirdo.
So Tim's a little off.
Expand on that.
I am. I'm trying to get to the fucking part where you said this shit.
Said what shit?
The shit about Texas. Where the fuck was that? I tried finding it earlier and then scrolled past
because it was... Well, the Texas thing, yeah. I'm trying to decide whether or not... what they're actually trying to distract us from.
Well,
this
this
whole
is
Texas
this
thing.
is what you said to me in the text. I go, "Oh, we're going to civil war." I say it as a half joke because it's one of those things where it's
that's the top.
It's
That's,
not likely.
that's the headline, though. That's the headline. That's going
look,
with
I
this.
agree that it's not likely. However, it is one of those powder kegs that can explode.
Right.
That's the problem with. That's why I find it funny when you text me back and say, "Wonder what they're trying to distract us from with this Texas thing." I'm like, you don't think that potential civil war is newsworthy? That's fucking
Well, yeah, if
retarded.
it's actually
I do.
If it's actually potential civil war, and I don't think
Yes,
this
the
is.
potential is there.
They're just throwing
Absolutely.
they're just throwing.
You think Biden and
that's a headline
Abbott?
on
You
it.
think Biden and Abbott were like, "Hey, I got a way to prank."
Well, you
fucking
could say
America.
the same thing about collusion with fucking China, or
What
Well,
collusion
well-
with China? It's one of our enemies.
the electric car movement, the whole thing about us having electric cars, and
You think that was China doing it?
that's the argument is that he's in cahoots with China. I mean, what 70% of all cobalt and batteries
They've
come
been-
from China.
But they've been arguing the electric car thing since I was a child.
Well, also
Yeah.
on top of that,
before it was a thing.
go ahead.
I was gonna say even the WEF, the World Economic Forum, they're pushing that agenda too with the electric car stuff.
Yeah, because China stands to make a shit ton of money off of it.
I don't think it has to do with the money, dude. I think it has to do with the fact that Al Gore scared everybody.
Yeah.
About what?
Do you not know the thing called climate change? Did you pay attention to
you remember
anything
that
in
No,
your
back
life?
then they called it global warming.
you
I
remember that
know, but
movie he
now we
made?
changed it because it sounds
Don't you
not
remember
as
that-
scary.
Yeah, don't you remember that documentary he made, The Inconvenient Truth, back in the
Yeah,
day?
where he inconveniently left out a lot of truth.
a
Yeah.
whole lot of data. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Granted, we were doing models on an abacus back then, so
What I'm saying, there's a lot of things that that potentially could lead to a lot of bad things that are going on in the world.
yes. But this is
especially
one of
there's a
those
lot,
that is a lot of tension. This is like,
Yeah, because everyone. I mean, look at the Johnny Depp trial. Holy shit!
yeah, that was different. But you also got to remember, Johnny Depp was one of the fucking biggest stars in America, so people want to follow that shit.
Yeah. It's
O.J. Simpson, when that happened, one of the fucking most well-known football
As
players
I'm
of all
saying,
time.
of course, someone's
if
famous,
the media
like that,
wasn't
they're
there
gonna
to back
pay
it up and
attention to
support it, it wouldn't nearly got as much traction as it did.
The
Same
Texas
thing.
thing?
Yeah. Well, the same
think
with the
it
Texas
would've.
thing. No.
100%. You don't. That's
look,
this. You
hey,
have the
hey,
weirdest conspiracy mind I've ever met.
See, another thing though
It's
is this
really
this
stupid.
border situation has been developing for
It's months.
years.
Well,
at this
months.
point.
Months.
Well, I mean,
On the tension portion.
on the
of it.
tension portion, yes, but I mean, this has been going on for a while, so it's like this has been a gradual lead up to this confrontation that's going on between.
You gotta remember,
Texas
Abbott
and
was
the
sending
federal
all these
government.
fucking all these migrants that were coming across to like New York and all
Yeah,
these
so
places.
that's the thing. Democratic leaders love this because they don't have to worry about their cities being overrun by migrants.
Well,
that is
Or
something-
what,
no,
what
you're-
we're now we're
no.
supposed to call it, but
He's
illegal aliens.
actually he's right on
Well,
that. He's right because now they can go. Oh, you're being a dick instead of. They can't say that when he sends them up there.
Yeah, they can't say it
Because they're the ones
we
saying
need
that
help.
they're-
This
yeah.
is a crisis.
although,
But they can easily come out and say, Abbott, you're a dickhead for putting up the razor wire. Did it look good, guys? Did it look
Yeah,
good?
because they
See,
love that
I'm
they're
really
not
mad
getting
about it.
shipped
Well,
to their
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
state.
and
No,
anymore.
I agree with that.
See, and their argument, the argument I keep hearing about is
You
that,
have
is-
one gem every once in a while.
Well,
See, and the argument that I keep hearing from their side is that, oh, well, these razor wire, it's causing people to drown. It's killing these migrants. And it's like, well, they're entering a country illegally when there are 20-something legal points of entry in Texas at the border, something like that, and they are deciding to go and illegally enter,
risk their lives to do it.
So
Yeah.
it's not the fault of America and Americans for keeping their border protected in those
That's
areas.
what's so
They
bizarre
should be
about
going
this,
through
right?
legal entry points.
Who's the bleeding heart here? They're saying Biden is he folding because of the bleeding heart, or is he one of the ones that are like, you know what, you're right, we need to do something to help protect these illegal immigrants?
No, you got to remember the Democratic side has always been for don't do anything.
Well, they.
Yeah, which
except
they
Obama.
haven't been
Except
doing.
Obama.
I know you
Except
don't-
Obama.
I know you
Obama
don't like.
was different.
You
You're
don't
Obama
like,
put everybody back in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah, he
that's
did.
what we should do.
But that's not generally the consensus of the Democratic Party.
Of course, because
Yeah.
and again, this is me being conspiratorial.
Yes, you're crazy.
Because
But keep going.
how many voters are they getting in every day? 3,000 plus.
There's more than 3,000 people coming across the border.
Oh,
each
Okay,
day.
so
God,
that's how many
yeah.
voters they're getting for the Democratic Party.
Not necessarily, but
That's
if
their
they, if,
hope.
If they
Their hope
no,
is
'cause-
that these people
'cause
will
technically they're
eventually
not
be
citizens,
voters.
but the problem
They can
is
still
yeah,
fucking
and-
vote.
no, they can't. They're not.
They're-
as
well,
Mail-in
non-
voted, they can vote.
They
No,
are.
they can't. No, the mail-in vote. No,
I do.
Who
Believe
does it go
there-
to?
Hey, I do believe there are people in the government that are trying
Yes,
to
absolutely.
make that
New York
possible.
was one of the states
Yeah.
that was trying to do it. They were trying to say everybody gets a vote, and there was also I can't remember where else, but there's plenty of places that are trying to have the no voter ID rule, which is
Right,
dumb.
which
Because you need an
ridiculous.
ID for everything in this country except voting.
Except
Yep.
voting.
the one thing.
That's why they're pushing for
No,
it, because
that-
now they have a whole
'Cause
bunch
if
of
they had-
migrants
no,
that will vote for them.
And you're right. If that happens with both of those things in place,
Yeah.
but if voter ID is required, how are they going to vote?
well, because it's racist if it's required.
That's their claim, which
that's
is a
the
bullshit
dumbest
claim.
fucking thing in the world.
I agree.
Because
Stupid.
it's racist to think that people that aren't white can't get a
Yeah.
fucking ID.
Which, by the
that's
way,
the racist
that's
part.
the
Which, by the
even
way,
more
have you ever
racist
seen
part
those?
about it.
Have you ever seen those
you
videos? where-
can't do anything on your own.
Have you ever
what the
se-
fuck?
Have you ever seen those videos where guys they'll go walk around, they'll talk to black folks, Latino folks, and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and
Like,
they
hey,
all have
do you know where to-
IDs.
yeah, do you have an ID? And they're like, do you know where to get an ID? Yeah, the driver's DOL's right over there. You know,
Yeah.
Department of Licensing, right there.
And the thing
It's
is,
on this street.
the
or
thing
whatever.
is,
it's like,
you can get an ID anywhere, and I don't think it costs anything to just get the regular ID.
I think it depends.
I think it's like $10
It's
bucks.
like 10, 15 bucks, something like that.
It's
I think,
almost
yeah.
nothing.
Black
Yeah.
people can't afford that. I mean, they're so persecuted, and there's no way they can do that. I can understand it. There's no way that they
Oh,
can possibly
cool.
do that.
It's good that we have you on the show now.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yes,
though?
it is
Just
dumb.
The
It's
premise,
the
and you're
fucking-
right. Yeah, that
It-
premise
it's-
right there is the
it's-
most racist
It's the
premise.
soft racism of fucking. It's the low expectations.
yeah, the
You can't
bigotry
do
of low
anything on your
expectations.
Right.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you possibly get an ID?
Like they said, math was racist for a while. Remember that?
Yes. They're like, well, we can't have 2 + 2 = 4
Yeah.
anymore.
What if it's believed to be something else by a different race?
And you're like, well,
What?
I didn't know that mathematics could be racist in any way
Yeah.
because it's just mathematics. It has rules, and that's
Yeah,
not what you
yeah.
follow.
Yeah. That was a push. I think it
I
was
know-
actually
it
here
was.
in Oregon, wasn't it?
I think it started probably in California, is my guess.
Well, and
'Cause
you know
California
what?
seems to start a lot of the dumbest shit.
Well, and because of a lot of these changes in education, I was watching this video the other day where they were talking to all these teachers that teach 7th grade in different parts of the country, and every single one of them were saying, these kids are not at a 7th grade level in anything. Like, my 7th graders read at a 2nd or 4th grade level.
Yep.
And or do math at that level.
Part-
They are not even
Part of the problem with that, though,
at the
was,
level of
was
seventh
the,
grader.
the fact that we had the shutdown of almost
well,
2 years.
that is one thing. However,
That was huge.
and that did affect them big time, absolutely. But
They said on average it dropped people back like 3 grades.
true. However, well,
So,
look, that's
it's
not
fucking
but
crazy.
that's not the only thing, though. The fact is, that
It
even
was a huge
before-
factor, Kevin.
I know it was. Even before the pandemic, though, these kids were suffering from.
Yeah, because we have stupid fucking people in this country.
I agree.
They're like, no, we're not going to teach you things that you need to know for the real world. Who wants to do beauty routines?
And the thing is, the teachers' hands are tied in this. They go out.
Right.
And
no,
speak,
they're not.
No,
No,
if they
they
speak
are.
out about it, they lose their
Yeah.
fucking
No, no,
job.
and
No,
also-
okay, fine.
whoa, wait,
One
wait.
side. The other side, they can do whatever the
well,
fuck they
oh,
want.
The other thing
Well,
is
that's
that
what I
these,
mean.
a lot of
Shit.
these teachers were saying, even
Once he
if,
explained it, it's a little better.
and a lot of these teachers were saying that even if they
It's just a
fail,
building full of teachers with their hands tied.
like yeah,
But they're tied together like the Michael Jackson Beat It video and have
We
to
are
stab
the
each other.
world. Singing
But
songs.
They have to
and shit.
So-
fight to the death
so
in order to
all
get a
of
job.
these teachers were saying the same thing, that even if they failed the kids, even if the kids got zeros and everything, the districts still pass the kids on to the next grade. They don't hold them back. They don't force them to have to get a certain.
I think that problem's been a long time though.
Yeah,
because
when I was a kid, big part of the
when I was a
problem.
kid, when you heard somebody got held back in a grade, you were like, "What the fuck?"
They fucked up. Yeah.
Well, it was worse than that because they still moved a lot of people, even if you got Fs, as long as you were like kind of learning. They were like, "We'll move you to the next grade."
I think you had to have like back when we were growing up, you had to have like a certain grade point average or something like that.
And they didn't care really in early grades. They cared when you got to high school.
Exactly.
But by then, you're already too fucked to even catch up. That's the problem.
Well, and it was way better in our time, and there were still problems.
Here's the other thing.
But now it's even worse.
Who would have expected Ben Shapiro to be on the #1 rap song?
Yeah, I listened to that
what
song
the
last
fuck?
night.
Well, that's news to me.
It's the #1 rap song right now.
He was in a Tom McDonald video.
Yeah, it's that guy with all the face tattoos.
Which one?
It's the only one that's constantly like right
Tom
wing
McDonald.
on fucking like TikTok and all that shit.
Oh, I have to Google him. I'm not familiar.
You'll see him and you'll go, I know who that is.
Tom McDonald. Is he the off-grid guy as well, or?
No, I don't think he's off the grid, but
he's a Canadian dude.
But he's a
Canadian
popular
rapper
he's a
and
popular
songwriter.
rapper.
He's a Canadian rapper.
Oh my god, I'm not familiar with this.
It's actually not a bad song.
I have no idea.
I listened
well,
to
here's
it.
the weird thing.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj started commenting about it.
Did she?
And she was like, "All
Looks
right,
like
it's not as
Macklemore.
bad as I thought."
Yeah, it's not a bad song.
It was kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I follow some people that post all that shit that happens like that, and they posted all the fucking like correspondence that Nicki Minaj posted about it, because she was like 400 sales or whatever behind that when they passed her.
Yeah, because he got like
so,
they got #1 on iTunes, I think.
Number one
like
on
that.
something. I forget what it was, but. It's just fucking odd. Nobody would have. Who would have expected that on the 2024 bingo card?
Right,
Ben
exactly.
Shapiro #1.
Ben Shapiro #1 rapper.
Bingo! I got it.
That's the image there. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's from the video.
He only raps in one segment of the video, but it's still pretty funny.
People were making fun of him though, going, "Oh man, Ben Shapiro had to slow down to do this rap."
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
He's a very fast talker.
Dude.
And is this in fact a real?
He does feel like you're listening to it at 2.5 times
Yeah.
on anything, and then you're like, "Oh, whoa, this other I guess that button didn't get clicked."
Yeah.
Because the other person came in and they started talking like a normal human.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
that
he is
rapper
a
looks
fast
just like
talker.
Yeah.
Macklemore. If like Macklemore grew his hair out,
He does kind of.
they've got a
Yeah,
very
a little bit.
Macklemore-esque.
I never liked Macklemore. I never liked, but I don't really listen to. Mostly, I listen to like metal and punk rock
Yeah, me too.
and some old hip hop,
Old, the
like
good stuff.
NWA.
Yeah. Dr. Dre.
Easy, fucking Ice
See,
Cube.
that's the kind
little
of
bit of
rap
Ice
I
Cube.
West
I was
Side
not.
Connection.
I hated West Side Connection.
I love that album.
I hated it
loved
not because
Bone
it's
Thugs.
not because it's
Yeah,
bad. I
Bone's
like
good
Bone.
stuff.
Bone Thugs is great.
Yeah, they're great.
No, but I hated that West Side Connections, not because of that, but because mine and Kevin's friend Jake would recite the beginning to that fucking album.
Threat of the world today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over and over. And I wanted to fucking strangle him. But my favorite memory of it, because this is back, I was like 20 when that came out. And my favorite memory of him doing that is we're smoking out of a bong. And Jake's doing that thing and then moving the bong like this and that. And then, moving his hand like this and that. And it's on a spool, a wire spool. Right, one of those wooden wire spools that we had as a table out in the garage. Remember that thing?
I think everybody had one of those as a table at one point.
Dude, they're fucking great.
Yeah.
But the bong was sitting on that, and he's doing this whole fucking thing, moving his arms like he's a fucking conductor, and just out of nowhere, hits the bong, breaks it. It's a triple perk. Fucking just smashes on the ground, and I'm just sitting there trying to hold my laughter in. He sat for like probably 3 minutes just staring at it in the same pose that he stopped in.
That's tragic.
And I'm just sat there like I couldn't stop laughing.
Those were pretty expensive.
Oh,
they
it was
were.
a super
Too,
expensive
yeah, it was
bong.
like
Yeah.
$200-$300 for something like that.
No, not back
Well,
then.
I mean, still a good, $150 probably. Who knows?
My
Depending
favorite
on
were
where
the-
you bought it from.
The Sherblers. Those were my favorite ones to smoke out of.
Dude, we had
Those are awesome.
We had
It's a
a
bubbler, but it looks like a Sherlock Holmes pipe.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
those
had
are
a-
cool.
those
I
are
remember
great.
those.
we had a smiley face one that was like the size of a basketball.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's something
Nobody-
similar to that.
not-
yeah, call it
we-
the chunk.
nobody could clear it. Nobody.
Yeah.
We found that nobody, even the people that we knew that were like 24/7.
Yeah, bong rippers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then that's all they did is bongs, and they couldn't clear it. Nobody could clear
Did you
this
ever
fucking
do
thing.
the,
It was monstrous.
Did you ever do the gravity hits with the milk jugs?
I know.
or-
Oh yeah,
I did
2
it.
liters?
We used to do it in
I
the
did it
bathtub
once. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
bathtub
Golly.
over at.
I'll knock you on your
Was
ass.
it over at Jake's
Oh, yeah.
house, or was that someone else's? I think it was
I'm
over
not sure.
near your house.
It might have been. I mean, I've done it.
When
at
your
a few
mouth
people's
gets
houses.
coated with that film, you know your lungs are getting coated with that film as well. That's when you know you got a goddamn good hit.
Oh yeah, and then you go sit on the
Yeah,
couch
see, I
and
never
you just vanish
Oh,
from
man.
existence for a while.
It's
I
fucking
never
wild,
did the
man.
knife hits or anything like that.
Oh, yeah,
either.
I did knife hits,
all
yeah.
the fucking time.
But
man.
I also prefer just smoking like out of just a regular bong.
Have you seen what's
Nice
I mean,
glass
have you
bong
seen
with
what's
some ice in
today?
it, ice cubes in it.
Huh?
What the options are today is
That's it. That's what I mean. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I didn't know that
mind-blowing.
you could put it under your eyelids and
They
fucking.
they got those those jewel
You know what I
sticks
mean?
now.
It's
You
like
can literally
crazy.
buy a jewel stick, a disposable one that's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
fucking weed in it, and
Yeah.
you just I mean, the simplicity of it is
Yeah.
blowing my fucking mind of
Dude,
how
it's-
easy it is now. And then you go
And-
look at the pricing of it.
and
Like
it's-
what we were paying $360 for is like $40 now.
Well, it's become
and
industrialized.
Here's the
now.
other thing too: is the FDA is now just recommended to the DEA to reschedule it to Schedule 3.
oh,
So if they reschedule it to Schedule 3, first off, I'm going to start buying stocks in those weed companies before this happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say should start doing that already.
I
don't think you can.
People are making
Yeah, you
good
can.
money. Yeah,
you can
I've-
buy
I've-
stocks in marijuana.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
bought plenty
absolutely.
of stocks in that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know because it wasn't. It was.
The
wasn't
problem
federally
is
regulated.
the stocks aren't going to really do anything because of the fact that there's so many weird stipulations on them
That's
right
what
now.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
And if it gets moved to class or Schedule 3, it's going to be like aspirin and shit like that. They can actually start writing. The FDA can actually start writing rules about it. Like you can only do this much with it. Or,
and that's
you know.
when things will open up.
Yes, it'll
when
open
it comes
up
to the
huge.
markets and things like
we're
that.
gonna do that.
It's going to be tough.
It'll
That's kind of
take
what I
time.
figured.
Here's the problem.
I
with
give it 10 years.
What they need for that would be they need something that could test to see what the
Effects are immediately.
yes,
Yeah.
like alcohol, right?
Right.
You know, with alcohol, you can actually tell if somebody's under the influence at the moment. Weed, you can't.
Right.
Because you could have a guy that smoked, you know, for
The night before.
Well, for 3 years straight, stop for a week, and still pop like he just smoked it that second.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with that. That once they can figure out a way to actually tell, and even if it was something as simple as like here, blood, boom,
Oh,
all right.
finger prick.
Yeah.
I would think we probably more with an eye
Maybe
because
Who
you know
knows?
the whole bloodshot eyes and all that. They
Yeah.
can still clear it up. I think it'd be something done with an eye scan.
I don't
Honestly,
know.
I think that's
Maybe.
What it could be.
And the
Pupil
thing is
dilation,
they,
stuff
they
like
might
that.
be able to do something like
They've
that.
been trying to figure out
But
a way
once-
for years.
Once they actually figure that out, it'll be first off, it'll be a lot easier for them to legalize it in other states that were reluctant about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
because-
that's been a big factor for the ones that don't want to legalize it because they
Yeah.
have no way of field testing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they call it.
And the
police
thing is,
don't
I
like
mean, even the
idea.
field test right now, unless you actually see the person smoke it, it's still like iffy.
Yeah. Well, come in, piss in a cup for us. Or
Well,
we'll take some
especially
blood.
since they've done tests with the testing method that police departments use, and some of those tests are just wrong.
Yeah.
Like
Huh.
they've
Yeah.
tested like powdered sugar, and it's come back as cocaine.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
wow.
know,
It's
I
good to
know.
know.
It's not
I
good.
forget what state it was, but there was a state and like a city where the cops were testing out this like blood testing method, and it didn't work out. It was like a beta test kind of
Yeah.
thing, and it didn't end up working. But I remember people were thinking that was promising at the time, and then
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
like I
point
said,
of-
once
that's
they
the
figure it
point
out,
of-
it'll be
of
fine.
occasionally legalizing it here and there, so they can figure these things out.
I
rather-
agree. That
Yeah.
there needs to be. I mean, first off, when alcohol first went illegal back in what was it like?
Prohibition at 30s.
Was it 1917, 18?
yeah,
I think it was like 1918 or 17.
it was
something like
during
that.
like the temperance movement,
and then it
all
went.
that.
It went for like what 10 years or 12 years, something like that.
Yeah.
because that's the whole reason the mob became huge.
Yep.
They were.
Fermenting cats.
Hey man, Al Capone.
I don't think that's what happened.
Al Capone
They
got
were throwing dead
powerful
cats in
off of that.
bathtubs to make wine.
Oh yeah, dude. Everybody, all the mob became fucking huge because of
Got
that.
a couple new subscribers. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I know the one.
That's when the Untouchables
That's the one that wants to
were,
call
were
in.
put together.
Well, you can see the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, usernames.
account name. Yeah,
Well, he used his actual name in it, so.
some people do
Was
that.
that your new boyfriend or?
Yeah, Tim, that's what it is. How did you know?
When are we going to meet him?
Oh, man. Try to steal another one from me?
You fucking cockblock.
Yeah, you're going to drag me down, motherfucker. I'm dragging you with me.
Well done.
Thank you. A tip of the hat, sir.
And yes, I am trying to steal him from you.
I still want to do the AI thing. I think it would be great.
I think it'd be great too. We just gotta figure out how to do it.
And maybe we don't have it make the podcast what it would think that it would do. Maybe what we do is the thing that we were talking about, where we have it be a politician or be a comedian, or have it sing a song. Like just see how fucking stupid it becomes.
The main NAMBLA representative.
Yeah. What if we end up finding out that this isn't what we're supposed to be doing? We go, oh shit, I sing like an angel.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go do karaoke.
I don't know why I didn't join up and do the American Idol thing when that first
Why
came out.
didn't I join that doo-wop group?
All those, I should have been a cappella singer. Yeah, that would have been great, but now I'm not. Look, I was a singer in a band at one point, but that doesn't mean anything.
So, okay, I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I wanted to talk about this today. Honestly, we could do a whole fucking episode on this. Have you heard about the allegations and what's going on with Vince McMahon?
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
But with him and The Rock?
No, him and this, okay.
Him in the hard place.
So basically, this woman that worked for him, he was basically like fucking her, but also pimping her out to like
and
executives and representatives. He apparently was having a threesome and he shat on her head.
He also has text messages to her. He's like, "What I want for you to have right now is 3 big black cocks in you, all the holes, and then once they all come at the same time in you, I'm gonna come in and then just come on you." And it's like, what the? You got some weird fucking
shit, this is
fetishes.
relatively recent.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's been blowing up the past like
It's fucking
week.
crazy.
Yeah, I was listening to this video about it.
Chick's head.
Dude, he
it's
was
wild.
having a threesome with her, and like basically they just use her like a slave, and basically he just takes a dump on her head, then goes and takes a shower, and the other guy just keeps fucking her while she's got shit all over her face and head.
Yeah, well, he's not fucking her head.
No. But, like, apparently McMahon forced her to keep the shit on her for, like, a couple hours
And
afterwards.
you know what the craziest part is? They were spitting in each other's mouths, Tim.
Oh, God.
A lot of spit, a lot of mouths.
Okay, and also this connects to Brock Lesnar because apparently this woman was basically Vince McMahon.
She couldn't say no, huh?
Well, if it was
She
Brock
might have been
Lesnar,
into it.
But no, like, well,
That's what I'm
basically,
saying.
so back when Brock Lesnar left for the UFC, and Vince wanted to get him back into the WWE, but Brock Lesnar didn't want to do it because he wasn't offered enough money. So Vince apparently had this woman create a whole bunch of like porn, like personalized porn for Lesnar as part of the deal.
Super curious.
And
what
then
this chick looks like.
and then he apparently after that Vince gave him Lesnar the number, and they were gonna have like a play date hookup and shit. And
I only saw little bits of it, but I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
dude?
and like I said,
And the thing is, this is right after allegations from like a couple years ago.
Yes,
that he had of sexual harassment.
Right.
I don't think it was assault. I think it was harassment.
because he had paid like $3 million to some woman and had her sign an NDA and shit.
Yeah.
And
pretty wild shit.
Yeah. So apparently, and I was listening to this podcast.
Things are going well
from
over
this
in the
other
McMahon
wrestler.
house.
Yeah, I was listening to this podcast from another wrestler, and he was like a retired wrestler. And he was like, "Dude, we all knew about Vince's predilections back in the day. Like,
Man, I wish you would
this
fuck
shit
up.
had been going on.
I wish
a
you
long
would.
time.
I wish you fucked up words more, and you were like, "We heard this. I heard this podcast from a retarded wresler."
Well, I don't know. They get slammed a lot.
Did we get the female's name?
Her name's Janelle Grant.
I want to see what she looks like. If she's worth the shit on the head.
Actually, she's a cutie.
The doctor, Janelle Grant? No, that can't be
No,
right.
she wasn't a doctor.
Why don't you look up photos?
Put Janelle Grant, Vince McMahon. It'll come up.
All right, Vince McMahon. Sorry, I don't mean to carry on. I just want
No, you're doing it. It's great.
I want to know what this chick looks like. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a picture of Vince McMahon.
I mean,
What does she look like?
Here she is, right here.
she's
Shane.
cute, but she's not.
No, she's definitely cute.
She's not a
There she is,
knockout.
right
I mean,
there.
yeah.
But apparently this person had a lot of pull with everybody.
He was no, she didn't.
Why do you think she had pull? She was
She
being
didn't.
used.
No, she was being
by
used
their polls.
Yeah, she was being used like a sex slave for Vince McMahon, a bunch of the executives, and some of the wrestlers. And Vince McMahon basically controlled her.
You say sex slave, but how much is she getting paid?
Because she's a sex slave. None.
Well, she's now the one that's coming out
Fucking
against
idiot.
Vince McMahon.
You just said it in the words you said.
Well, that's what I mean. Is she didn't have the ability to say no to any of this?
She did it. I don't think she wanted to, because she probably thought, "Oh, this is exciting."
Like her life is in danger. Or?
I have no idea.
Maybe it became that way, but my guess is she started this out thinking, "Oh, this is fun," and then maybe it got weird.
And it just got fucking crazy. Because, like, from what I've seen and heard
That happens
about
to
this,
people.
Like, he was, like, fucking
controlling
her, like...
I wonder what
like
they're
a slave.
I wonder what the government's trying to hide from us with
That's a
having
good
this
point.
come out.
This is what the government was hiding, was this shit with
Oh,
fucking
that's what it
Texas
was.
thing, yeah.
So they're taking this thing that's way fucking crazier
But
and hiding it with this thing that's not a big deal.
So apparently McMahon was going to be, he was on the board of TKO, which is like one of the new owner of, like, you know, it's one of the main, it's the main company that runs UFC and WWE now, because
it's the one that The Rock's on now.
Yeah, exactly. And now he's been removed from that board because of all of this.
Yeah, there's no McMahon anywhere within WWE right now, which is crazy.
But he does still own like a 12% stake or something.
He's a billionaire. He's fine. He's not going to run out of money.
No, and but apparently, again, like
Vince
it
McMahon,
sounds like this shit has gone back years, because other wrestlers have mentioned this kind of shit and saying, like,
you think he woke up? You think he woke up at 68 and said,
No,
"You know what? I'm going to start doing some weird shit."
Yeah.
Of course, this goes back decades.
He's already got, you know, on the books, court, you know, documented payouts and shit like that to other women. So, yeah, but man, the stuff that's been coming out, it just gets crazier and crazier.
It sounds again, there's so many questions I have about the whole thing. But
yeah. Like I said, I mean,
she's coming out now about it. Number one,
yeah.
Why now?
And that's a good question. Why
Who knows?
And why did she go through with it in the past? And you say it's probably because she was into it, and then it got weird.
She was probably into it. Yeah,
maybe.
That's my guess. And I
so
mean,
the whole idea of sex trafficking.
No,
now the sex
no,
yes, they are.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah. Now the sex trafficking has to do with McMahon apparently sending her out to different wrestlers and different executives, possibly across state lines, to meet them and have sex.
I thought
with
that
them
was just called sharing
as a part of the deal of
that's what I mean.
deals.
Sharing is
like
caring.
he was basically using her for sex to sweeten the pot of like contracts and things like that with different people.
Okay, but how is that illegal?
How is prostitution illegal?
I mean, that's
at that point
so
it would
that
be
means
prostitution.
that means there's money involved, right?
No,
Yeah, well,
that doesn't mean there's money
no.
involved. If they're doing it to sweeten the
Yeah.
pot,
I'm
she's
talking
not
about
getting
her,
paid on
so
it.
she's
He's not getting paid on it.
No.
He just wants the contract, the main contract.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
that they already
consensual
might.
sex without a financial gain.
Well, kind of.
Basically
for
what he's
Vince,
doing-
it's
yeah.
not, but yeah.
Yeah, he's getting the contract, like for instance with the Brock Lesnar thing, her sending porn and all this specialized porn to Brock Lesnar as part of his contract. Basically,
Yeah, but you say he made her do it. That's what I'm curious about.
that's what she claims, and there's text messages and stuff and other things showing that Vince was very like rough.
I'm
and
really
pushy.
Wait, Kevin.
And I don't mean to. I don't mean
Kevin,
to victim
Tim is
blame
what
or
you
victim
call a
shame.
victim blamer.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to be that, but
Tim's
at the same time, this is a bizarre case because
It's bizarre.
I
yeah.
don't see it as sex trafficking when the person does it willingly.
You do know that Tim's #1 hashtag is #BelieveAllMen.
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to believe that she had the ability to say no at any point.
She probably did.
Maybe
but
she
the
did,
thing is,
you
you
know?
got to remember is when somebody gets psychologically fucked with,
Yeah.
it's a lot harder to say no.
Yeah,
It's like abused women that don't fucking leave an abusive relationship.
Right. And she may have felt threatened.
Kinda
She may
doomed
have
from the
felt,
start.
Who knows? You know, we don't know what happened behind
I'd
closed
like
doors.
I'd like to know more about her.
Yeah, because more and more is coming out.
So you could jerk off.
Sounds like my type of gal.
Tim's like, this time though,
Hon, I don't want to work today. Go ahead and make sure I don't have to work today.
This time, go ahead and shit on me. Tim's
Well, that's
like,
wild.
Oh, and
man.
also-
That's
you can do
fucking
whatever
wild.
you want, just don't spit
So,
in my mouth.
Another thing,
Oh,
Vince
God.
McMahon apparently she claims that he had sex toys and he'd name the sex toys after different wrestlers.
Okay.
Like that
whatever.
was part of a.
So what?
a
It
thing.
just sounds like a fetish. That's. I mean,
No, yeah, well,
No, I mean it's weird.
obviously
but
the
I don't
shitting
care
on people
that.
is a fetish, which I never understood.
What if all your toilet... Dude, McMahon has enough money that all his toilets could be people.
Yeah, they could.
It probably is.
I mean, seriously. He probably has a room and all the furniture is people.
Says, notably, McMahon was most aggressive when using the certain sex toys named after male WWE wrestlers and performers.
Fucking Stretch Armstrong. And
Said
shit like
McMahon
that.
is alleged
Those
to have named the
wrestling
sex
toys from the
toys
80s?
so that
What were
the
those
color
things?
of
She's
the
got one
toy
called Hacksaw.
matched the race of the
It's
wrestler.
just a 2x4.
Jesus. No, one of those stuff
Hits her
things
in
you
the
had
head
in
with
the
it.
80s and 90s, those stuffed wrestling guys you could wrestle in your bed with. What the fuck were those? They were a toy
Wrestle
for
Buddies.
kids. Wrestle
I
Buddies?
used to have a Ric Flair one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Kevin's first sexual experience.
Cut all
Woo!
slitting into a plastic bag.
Woo!
Stuff it in there.
Kevin's like, Mom, I'm just going to put it in the microwave for a little bit.
Just me and Rick have some private.
Don't
time
come
up
in
here.
my room, Mom.
My room.
I told you not to come in when I'm vacuuming.
I'm wrestling. Why are you naked?
It's Greco.
Greco. Yeah, there you go. So it says, so the graphic 67-page suit from Grant, who worked in the company's legal and talent departments, also includes allegation that McMahon, now 78, forced her into a sexual relationship in order to get her and keep a job, and passed around pornographic pictures and videos of her to other men, including other WWE employees.
Tim doesn't understand how vulnerable people can get fucked with.
I mean, it's true. They can.
No, I'm not doubting that.
And when you're dealing with someone like Vince McMahon, who everybody knows is a very fucking ruthless motherfucker.
powerful person.
Powerful and ruthless. Like, anybody who's ever worked with him has talked about his fucking...
So it kind of makes sense as to why The Rock got his name back.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah, that could be
exactly.
A huge
This could
role
be
in
a
it.
this
It's
could
like,
be
I know
a part
about
of that.
this, so I'm going to take
Yeah.
that name back if you don't mind.
Well, no, I think
Superman.
Vince wasn't one of the guys making the decision at that point is why.
And one of the wrestlers I was listening to, he was saying that he remembers back in the day seeing McMahon take some of the WWF divas alone, you know, the female wrestlers alone in the locker room, and when they'd come out, some of these girls would be coming out like looking like disheveled, like crying.
They look like they just had an encounter
Shit
with
in their mouth.
They look
Yeah.
like they just had an encounter with Slimer.
He slimed me.
Oh no, you got ectoplasm all over.
It's just ectoplasm.
Dude, but the thing is, here's the weird thing. Like, had this came out about like Hugh Hefner, nobody would
Better than I am.
Yeah.
they'd just be like,
Yeah, that's
all
you.
right. I
Yep.
think that was kind of the marketing model,
Yeah.
you know, or the business
Oh,
model of the company.
And speaking of that, some of the girls from that are coming out saying, "Oh, I was."
Oh yeah, because he's
you
dead
know,
now.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't-
It's like one of the girls from the reality show, you know, that was supposed to be one of his wives or whatever.
Oh, the
she's come
triplets
out,
or whatever they
yeah,
are, the three
she's-
chicks?
Yeah, she's come out and said this girl's come out and said like, "Oh, I was groomed and everything." It's like, dude, you know what kind of business you were in?
Yeah.
Like, you were in the porn business.
And how are they groomed? Because grooming is what
Well,
supposed to be
it's Kendra.
underage.
She was the youngest one,
Yeah,
wasn't she?
But she was still in her.
She's
she
still
was
an
still an
adult.
adult at the time.
Yeah.
It's not really grooming. That's manipulating, but it's manipulating.
So when there's an age
Manipulation,
involved, it's
sure.
grooming.
Yes.
if they're
That's
like
how that works.
underage, yeah.
Yeah, well,
You don't call it grooming to somebody that's
well,
23.
didn't one of them take over the actual business?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she runs it now.
I don't know which one, but yeah.
Dolly or whatever. the fuck.
Basically-
Maybe that's why the other one's coming out now.
Yeah, that's what
Maybe.
I'm thinking too. Is
That's
the fact
possible.
that
Well,
I want my chunk
Yeah,
too.
and some people
Yeah.
are saying, "Oh, well, you know, the limelight's gone. Her, you know, she's,
Well, yeah.
you know,
They,
well, Playboy's
she's-
fallen off the map anyway.
oh, of
Well,
course,
because remember they said we're not going to show naked pictures in this anymore, and then weirdly enough, readership dropped like
Yeah.
a fucking rock,
subscriptions stopped.
and then all of a sudden they're like, you know what, we'll bring it back. It's like it's the same thing that happened with OnlyFans.
Yep.
yeah, it's like
OnlyFans is like
Duh.
no more nudity on OnlyFans.
24 hours later.
Then what is going to be your business? Because that is literally 99% of your business.
fastest fucking 180 I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm just glad you don't say 360. I hate those people.
Oh,
Did a full 360. Oh, you mean and then just went the same way they were already going?
That was from
Yeah,
Last
exactly.
Action Hero.
Dude, people say that shit all. No, it's
was a
from
great movie.
a lot of dumb people. Is really where it's from. The movie was just pointing out that there's a lot of dumb people.
yeah.
Yeah,
They were making Italians be the dumb people in that one, like stupid Italians.
no, they're not.
Louis the Fuck.
that's what they did in
passes
that
gas
movie.
for the last time.
Yeah,
They made the Italian boss be the dumbest guy in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Fun movie though.
I liked it.
I did too.
A lot of people said they hated it, but
I know
liked
some
it.
people did. Like I love the whole Sylvester Stallone's The Terminator, and like all
well,
that shit.
I
All those
even
little
liked his
things.
other.
The special effects of it were great at the time.
Yeah,
I liked that a lot.
I
too.
even liked his other dumb movie, Jingle All the Way, and a lot of people hate
Oh yeah,
that movie.
I remember that movie. That was all right.
I don't think I watched it. I had
Someone with Sinbad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
trying
going
to
after
get-
that toy
They're
Turbo
trying,
Man.
they're trying to get an
Yeah.
action figure.
yeah, I didn't watch it. Anything
I want a
Christmas
Turbo
related
Man doll.
and action hero related, I probably have never watched.
Oh,
So
fuck,
you've never
man.
seen Die Hard?
Bite your tongue. Bruce Willis himself said it's not a Christmas movie.
I don't care. It happens at Christmas, motherfucker.
A lot of people I know watch it every Christmas.
Because
There's
it's a
audio
Christmas.
of him saying
Because it's a Christmas movie.
it's not.
Well, he can say whatever he
It takes
wants.
place on
No,
Christmas.
we've already had this argument.
I was going to say,
and-
wait, he can't say anything he wants. He can't talk
But it-
anymore.
it
Tim.
wasn't-
Thanks for bringing that up.
It wasn't advertised as a Christmas movie, is what I'm saying.
No, I don't think it. No, it wasn't. But people
came out
now
on Christmas
use it
Day.
as-
It wasn't advertised.
It's
as
sort of
such.
an organic thing that came out of it. People
It's not even in the
made it a
title.
Christmas
Like
movie.
Jingle All the Way. I wonder what kind of movie that is.
Well, its original working title
porno.
was Christmas Action, is what it was originally
Are you
called.
serious?
No.
Okay.
Fucking moron.
That's fucking dumber than Jingle All the Way. But again, if it has that type of title on it, I'm not like there was this.
So all they had to do is change the title, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's a Christmas movie." You're an idiot.
No, I'm saying I would have watched it if it wasn't a Christmas movie. If it wasn't like it doesn't. It seems stupid, and camp not campy, but
Let's see if
really.
there was a different.
that would be hilarious if it comes up. It just says "Jingle All the Way."
yeah.
That was the original title.
Was it not?
It says original work was Nothing Lasts Forever. I think maybe that was a book or something it was based off of.
Maybe.
Well, again, I'm.
Yeah. Okay. It was a novel.
And in reference to
Nothing
Christmas,
lasts
it doesn't
forever.
last forever. There you go.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Of course, no, it wasn't an action movie either. But this Santa Claus one with Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, that was a good one
That's
too.
a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
that's
but
a Christmas
that's what
movie.
I've watched. That's funny. That's good.
Yeah.
It's
it is
unholy and gross and funny and
It's hilarious.
yeah, I like that.
It's a
one lot.
fucking great movie.
And it sucks that two of the people that are in it are dead.
I know.
Who's that?
Bernie Mac and fucking John Ritter.
John Ritter. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ritter.
Yeah. They're both gone.
And they were
Yeah.
both great in it.
Yeah.
They were both awesome in pretty much anything.
Now, I don't think, though, that
Holy shit.
Bernie Mac's character would have come back in the
Have
next
we ever
one
talked
anyway.
about John Ritter at all?
Yes. Numerous times on here.
Like when? When was the last
when
time?
Suzanne Summers died. That would be one time.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And then
I
like
literally just
four
saw,
other times.
I just saw a video about him yesterday.
Oh, and like four other times at least
I was
on
going
the
to
show.
say that's fucking bizarre. It was about his son standing
Okay.
up for his fat wife.
Okay.
Yeah, it's odd that we're talking about John Ritter when I just looked him up. Well, I didn't even look him up. He showed up on my stream.
I don't think it's
yesterday.
that odd.
I do.
He was in the
Synchronicity.
limelight.
Synchronicity. Boom.
What's that?
Synchronicity is like it's kind of
I like how this show turns into you having to explain to Tim what words
So
mean.
it's like
Sometimes, yeah.
it's kind of like deja vu in a way. It's like where if say you saw a video about John Ritter right the other day, and then suddenly we start talking about John Ritter on the show, and then maybe tomorrow you're gonna see there's gonna be a bunch of like a John Ritter marathon on TV. It's just like little things like that all seem to connect, but probably don't.
It's just I'm making that connection.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is,
like you do with the news.
But there some
The
people.
news, it's
there's-
all out to get me.
Well, there's some people think that
What
there's
are they
something
trying to
to the
distract me from?
synchronicity phenomenon.
You think
but
John Ritter's trying to
nobody really
distract you
knows.
from fucking other actors
No,
from the
Shane,
80s?
he's dead.
He might be distracting you. I think that's what he's doing.
He's dead. How can he distract me?
I don't know. He was dead in the fucking movie, the one where he goes to hell, gets sucked into the TV. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, that was a cool
I
movie.
don't think I watched that one either.
That's a fucking awesome
That was
movie.
a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Had
missed
like
it.
with Jeffrey Jones in it and Terry
two-
Garr.
At least two guys are dead in that one.
Oh, I'm sure.
The guy that was the devil's right-hand man.
Oh fuck, who was
Oh,
that?
here we go.
The guy,
Let's get
the
out
guy that was
fucking
in
Google
Howard Duck.
machine.
Howard the Duck.
Oh, that guy,
Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah, he was.
He's
he
dead?
Was, he was
Yeah.
a pedophile,
Oh
wasn't
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's been
yeah.
dead.
It turned out he did get in trouble for like apparently.
Yeah, but not that version of him. In the 80s?
No,
he?
not in the
That's
80s.
when he was in his fucking peak. That's when he was doing his.
He was
worst
also
shit.
Mr. Rooney, the principal from Ferris
Ferris
Bueller.
Yeah.
Bueller. He's got Eugene Levy was in that one, huh?
Yeah, Eugene Levy's character is great because by the end of it, he ends up having like no arms and legs.
All right.
He keeps getting fucked up.
92. Okay, I've seen this one. I haven't watched it, but I've seen the ads for it.
It's good.
Or had like those little like mushroom dudes that would hop around. They thought they were cute, and it turned out they were like monstrous and tried to eat them.
I don't remember that.
It was in one of the like worlds they went through in the TV and shit. And stay tuned.
Yeah, there was a lot because every show that's on there, like he gets a new fucking a satellite dish, but every show on it is like just a slight difference from the real versions of these shows. So like Family Ties or something's on there, but like the family's like really fucked up. You know, like there's just a lot of weird things where because all the shows are supposed to be from hell. Hell does the program.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting concept.
It's a cool concept.
It's a fun movie.
There's a lot of
I haven't
fever.
seen it
There's a
in
lot of
years.
cocaine involved in video making.
Dude,
back
that's why the
then.
movies
Yes,
in the
there
80s
was
were
a lot.
awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Like the what
Wall
was that movie?
Street.
Toys with Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
a
like
good
that
one.
movie.
That was a
that was a
really
good
good movie, but
Yeah.
man, it was
Yeah.
fucking weird.
And his sister was actually a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, they came up with some fucking interesting ideas back then.
You get to see Robin Wright's tit
Huh?
in Toys. You get to see her
Robin
tits.
Wright. And that was back,
Princess Bride.
that was back when she
I
was
don't
younger, too.
Yeah. You don't remember Robin Wright from Princess Bride? She was
I've
the
never
princess.
seen Princess
Oh my
Bride.
God.
Oh, that's
fucking
right.
watch
I think
Princess
we've already
Bride.
established
Jesus
the
fucking
fact
Christ,
that
man.
You don't like
Inconceivable!
Yeah, you don't like good cinema. That's
Or
all.
very
great movie.
conceivable.
She was also in.
No, that's a
the-
quote from
I
the-
know it's a
Bride.
quote from the fucking movie.
You've never seen
it's
the movie.
dude with the fucking bald head that's short.
Yeah,
I know
Wallace
who the fuck
Shawn.
it is.
Wallace Shawn.
The wife and
Jesus Christ. I know
Unbreakable.
fucking references.
Oh, yeah, you
I
said-
haven't seen
I
the
remember
movie.
you were saying you know references to things you've never
I
seen
know
before,
tons
yeah.
of fucking references to tons of movies I've never seen.
The wife and
And I
Unbreakable.
know the-
Do you remember that movie Unbreakable? His wife,
Barely, because she's not in
Yeah.
it very much.
but she's also in Wonder Woman as one of the
She's one of the Amazons.
Amazon's the fucking hottest one too.
Mhm.
God
And
damn.
she's also in
she like 60?
House of Cards.
70?
yeah, House of Cards.
House of Cards. The
House of Cards is
no,
great.
she's not that old.
she plays
huh?
Kevin Spacey's wife. in
She's
that.
probably like late 60s, no,
Oh.
late 50s, maybe.
She's probably 50s,
but
maybe
she
early
is
60s.
gorgeous.
And
Yeah.
LL Cool J was in it.
In what?
Toys.
Yes.
Oh, Toys.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right,
I was
yeah.
thinking House of Cards. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, LL Cool J,
yeah.
who's in all the other things that weren't the one that I was talking about.
Well, yeah, that wasn't.
The main movie we were talking about was Toys.
That's true.
We were just talking about
We just
things
kinda,
that
went
we
on
were
a
doing
tangent.
6
Yeah.
degrees of toys.
Yeah.
We were talking about weird cocaine-driven scripts. and
Great
movies.
films.
All the movies were like that. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
do you think honestly that the movie The Labyrinth could be made now?
Fuck
I di-
no.
I-
That's
I-
why
I
the,
think
the
it-
remake's gonna suck.
I
That's
think
what
it
I heard you
could
talking
be-
about a while back.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
we were
dude,
talking
yeah.
about they were going to remake that or
They're-
something.
They've
They're
already
talking
made
about remaking it,
They've
yeah.
already made a remake to Roadhouse now too.
I heard about that.
Oh my God!
Fuck
I've seen the
that.
preview for it. It's
So
got
have
fucking
I.
the guy from UFC, the fucking
Yeah.
the rowdy Irishman or whatever, the
Yeah.
Scotsman
It's
or
like,
whatever the fuck his name
fuck
is.
that.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And it's not at all like Roadhouse at all. There's
No.
not a
So
it's
single
like,
thing.
Why
No,
the fuck is it supposed to be remade?
It's a
then?
super progressive bar. It's a hipster bar, is what it is. And it's like it's a rowdy hipster bar.
Jake
they come in.
Gyllenhaal.
People come in and argue about like how avant-garde things are.
Is that really the
No,
no?
but that's what it looks like.
No,
It's stupid.
There's no bar at all.
It's a bar.
It's a fight club.
No, it's not.
Now, let's take a look at the.
Well,
Then
dude,
you
that
watch
doesn't make any
something
fucking sense,
completely
'cause
different. You're a fucking
no, that's what I was.
The
just,
whole idea of the Roadhouse is a
Kevin.
fucking bar.
Don't listen to him. It's called the Roadhouse. It's a bar.
Right.
That's what it's also in
It's
the
a
movie.
bar on the road.
That looks like a house.
This is the trailer for the original from 20.
Why don't we watch the trailer to the new one?
Well, we could. But
How
it
about
looks
that?
like it's a Fight Club thing.
It's not a fight club.
It's got the UFC logo in it. God damn it!
Because he's supposed to be playing as a guy that came from the UFC and is now a bouncer at a bar. Did you not pay attention? You just all this. I know what I'm doing.
I saw it. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything in a bar. Is that you bet? Come on, you can do better than that.
Oh. I'm kidding. I'm so stupid.
Talk about my nipples or something.
My nipples are always hard.
There you go.
They could cut glass.
Now we're getting somewhere.
All right, fucking play the goddamn thing, man. Because you're going to see that nothing that Tim said actually lines up with what is in the movie.
From the 3 seconds that I've seen of it, that's what I've established.
You were so dumb.
Well, I knew I wasn't ever gonna fucking watch it.
All right, here it is.
Dun 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 dun.
Do you have insurance?
What?
Your coverage good? Like, you have dental?
Oh, haha.
Is there a hospital
Oh, that's the
nearby?
guy from Mayans.
Far? About like 25 minutes.
That dude.
Oh, from like 1,000 years ago?
Yeah.
You alright?
What?
So you like to fight? You ever win?
No one ever wins a fight.
Oh wow. I heard your digital thing from that dude.
I know.
It's
It's
weird.
loud. I don't know why.
This ain't the Holiday Inn, pal.
I'm moving.
A friend of mine suggested I come talk to you. I own a roadhouse out in the Florida Keys.
That's a
Date with
fight
the
club.
wrong clientele.
It's a fucking bar.
Tell me they have a blind guitar player.
They have to. But that guy's actually blind.
His
It's
name's
actually
Dalton. Tell me his name's Dalton.
Know who you are. Elwood Dalton.
It is.
but his last name.
Elwood Dalton.
You just take a big step back and pop me in the face. You can do it.
Tell me about this bouncer. He acts all nice and shit, like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then he beats the living shit out of you. Really interesting guy, overall.
Brand wants to take the roadhouse away from me. He wants to build some bullshit resort for a bunch of rich assholes.
Rich hustles.
And if there's not a big fat dude that has a bear fall on him, I'm not in.
Tell me you rip someone's throat out.
Fellas, looks like you're having a smash.
Man, this is a weird looking fight club with all the bar stuff.
I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
Let me guess. Threaten me. Tell me to get out of town.
I get the impression that you can't be threatened.
Is that a shark eating the guy?
It's over, baby.
Fantastic actor.
It takes a lot to get
Yeah.
me angry, but when I am,
Amazing.
Baby.
Here, I'm going to take a play out of Tim's playbook. Man, what a terrible Irish accent that guy has. Clearly fake.
Yeah, he's really stretching for that Scottish accent or whatever the hell it's supposed to
Well,
be.
he's Irish, but
Even worse.
because you
They
thought it
even
was
do.
Scottish.
Look at that. The title's even the same.
Because it's called Roadhouse. That's the name of the movie.
I understand. I'm saying this. The style
The title
of the
card.
title.
I
The
know.
s- the
I know.
fucking
I know what he's
art
saying.
style. You goddamn
This is
bastard.
here. Wait. Let's get.
I really
let's
like
let-
Jake Gyllenhaal. He's nice. But I don't know about that other guy, Conor McGregor. I hear he's a real asshole in real life too.
What, like when he threw a fucking wow, fuck,
Punched an
what-
old guy in the face at the bar.
Well, and he
Oh, I
threw
heard
a
about
oh fuck, what is it? Those little carts. He threw one through a bus window and like almost blinded another UFC guy because the window broke, went into his eyes.
Such a dick.
Very compassionate fella.
Yeah. Oh, and look, and Pauly Shore's going to be playing in a biopic
Oh,
of
no.
fucking Richard Simmons.
It's a short. I
No,
actually
no,
watched
no.
It. Yeah.
He's now been offered a role in a fucking biopic.
Has he really?
Yes.
Oh,
A
shit.
Full length.
I can see him doing it.
Fucking
He looks
movie.
perfect for
Dude,
the part.
have you seen?
He
that?
doesn't talk like him at all, though.
No. Have
Well,
you
he
seen
He
it?
needs to start talking like him.
Have you seen this short video?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I watched it a few days ago. It's weird.
It is weird. It's like,
I'm a pony. I'm a pony.
but Richard Simmons is one of the weirdest people
He is
ever.
very weird.
Is
guy.
he still with us or no?
I think
He's still
dead.
alive. He's
Right.
mad about the movie.
Oh, is he?
Oh,
Yeah,
didn't
I thought
know
he
about
died.
that. Yeah.
No, he's mad about the movie. Because they're probably going to say he's gay. He's never
Oh,
said
I
that.
wonder why anybody would think that.
It's so shorts. It sells it every fucking time. It's like, come on, is his dick gonna sneak out this time? Not this time. Maybe next time.
Like, oh man, they need they need songs from the '70s, so it'd be a little bit more movement.
The gals that he had dancing with him. Holy
We're the biggest
mackerel.
people in the
Yeah.
'80s.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the way you got to sell it. I
How?
guess it's just
If you keep doing this, you'll look exactly the same. That's the way to sell this. What are you fucking talking
14
about?
years, like you look the fucking same.
Yeah.
But I'm
You're-
having fun.
You're actually 3 times bigger. What are you talking about? That's the way to sell it.
I don't know.
You have nothing.
It seems like it'd be a better way to
No. I mean, he sold a shitload of it, but I don't know that it helped anybody. He just danced to music.
There was
most-
there was
it
some
was
sweat,
mostly-
sweating to the oldies, wasn't it? What was one of his?
Yeah, he did
albums?
like
Pretty much.
9 of those or
Yeah.
10 of those. Did a fucking ton of them.
I mean, what was that type of exercise called though? Back in the day, it wasn't calisthenics, was it?
No, it was probably jazzercise.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
like
something like that.
jazzercise or
Yeah,
something like that.
some weird shit.
They had some weird fads when it came to exercise back in the day.
And then remember when they had like 8-minute abs, and
Yeah.
they're like, dude,
Oh, yeah.
no, we can help you out. We're gonna give you 7-minute abs.
Oh shit!
You're like, fuck, that's a whole different minute.
Oh my
It's
God!
another minute.
I just gained a minute for the whole fucking thing.
Wait, I'm gonna hold out. Are they gonna come out with 6-minute abs?
Well, then there was P90X. I know that one.
I remember that
one
one,
hit
yeah.
hard. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is so amazing."
Remember
but that
Taebo?
That one probably
Yeah,
worked
Taebo.
because I don't know if you saw the exercises they were doing. It was like 100% the entire time. And it's like, yeah, if you move like that doing anything, you're gonna fucking lose weight.
Sure.
You're like, what? Go out and play basketball for a couple hours. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Taebo was really popular.
Yeah, Taebo was a big
With
one.
Billy
Billy Blanks.
Blanks.
Yeah.
Was
He
it
was
Blanks
he
or
had-
Banks?
I think Blanks, because he was like a B-movie action actor for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, before that.
Oh yeah, didn't that guy hate?
Jews. Pretty sure he did.
Sure. No, I think he hated. Was it Jean-Claude Van Damme or was it Steven Seagal? I can't remember which.
I mean, hey, both of them had their haters.
Yeah, no, but I think it might have been Jean-Claude because he went too hard on him or some shit like that.
okay.
Or some, but it could have been Steven Seagal. Who the fuck was it?
Well, I know Steven
someone
Seagal
had
recently did a video of him just bashing all of them.
Well, I know.
Yeah,
he
Steven
does
Seagal
that,
was
though.
a dick.
Yeah, I know that Don the Dragon Wilson had like a fucking like feud with one of those actors too, and I forget which one it was, but
Oh, well, that's
Don the
not-
Dragon Wilson was an actual kickboxing champion.
That's not looking good.
What's that?
Oh, the 49ers are really losing right now.
Who fucking cares, dude?
Well, I'm a 49ers fan, so.
Why?
Because I grew up watching them.
Oh,
That was why.
from San Francisco?
No, my dad was a fan of them, and then so I was.
Yeah, I had same thing for the Raiders, but I actually had a cousin play for them.
Oh, yeah?
We talked about
What
it.
did he did the water?
No, he went on to help host American Gladiator after that.
Okay. What? You've never said this once.
Really?
so-
I
yeah.
thought I
No,
brought
you've
it up. No,
never
Todd,
said this.
Todd Christensen played for the L.A. Raiders back in the day.
Are you just making shit
No,
up?
that's
'Cause it
literally-
sounds like you're making shit
He was
up.
he was my cousin. He was actually in.
Not anymore?
No, he's dead. Yeah.
Now he's not your cousin anymore.
No, he's passed away, so he's not. I'm not related to him because he's dead now.
Was it because...
Kill confirmed.
But no, he did
Too
that.
soon, Kevin!
They actually-
Too soon!
He had a character in Tecmo Bowl, the video game, and then he went
shit.
and co-hosted American Gladiator for a while.
I remember that show. It was a
Yeah.
good show.
That was a cool
He was the
show.
guy with the mustache, the co-host with the mustache
I don't remember that.
I don't remember either.
and the mullet,
I was like fucking little
because they
kid
all
when
had
that was
mullets.
on.
But yeah,
Well, everyone had a mullet back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
the thing, man.
You're like, hey,
But yeah,
what
so
sort of hairstyle do you think we should have?
because of that, I have to.
This
I
is
have
the
to
dumbest one.
Root for the
Yep.
Raiders. But ever since what is it?
Party
Now
in
it's
the back.
now it's the Las Vegas Raiders or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're
yeah.
in Las Vegas now.
Yeah, and they're terrible, absolutely fucking terrible.
Well, yeah.
They have been for decades.
I was gonna say, haven't the Raiders always been terrible?
Yeah.
Dude, I went to a wedding where the people there were obsessed with Raiders, and they literally, when they got the two people got married,
Kevin went to a
everybody
wedding.
else, go Raiders!
Kevin
in
went to
unison.
Kevin went to
It
a
was-
wedding in Compton.
No, it was here.
No, that's the only first and last Super Bowl.
I know,
that
Kevin.
remember.
I was making the joke. That it
I
was in
understand what
Compton.
you were doing.
But no, go ahead and ruin it by saying
That's
no.
the whole point.
No, dude. It was
That's the whole point.
As a matter of fact, it was my backyard.
I was
I hosted.
actually.
Fucking geek.
You're such a fucking nerd. Oh man, so terrible.
What's this cup you got here, by the way? The snake on it? What is that? Or is it a tornado or something? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, what's going
Oh.
on with your cup? Is
Your-
that a
your
Stanley?
tumbler.
Is that a Stanley?
Is that the
Is that your
tumbler?
Stanley?
Yes, you can call him
Yes.
Stanley.
I do like that it's called the
No, it just
Stanley
keeps the
cup.
drink. It keeps
It
the.
drives me nuts because I'm like, there's one Stanley cup. Go fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
it keeps the liquid cold.
You know,
It's nice
it seems it.
Why does it keep it cold?
because it's metal.
Oh, that's fucking metal, dude.
Wow, dude,
Yeah.
rock on.
Uh huh.
Fuck yeah.
Way to go.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I dig it.
No, you're so metal.
Well, it's usually a big gulp that you like to spill over the goddamn floor. So let's see how well this one handles it. But usually he's got that big gulp, that 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. I'm thinking the whole time, just spill it on your computer and not this. We can at least still record the show without your computer.
Right. You know, we can put one more mic on that if we cut the computer out.
Yeah.
So I want to try that. We've been talking about that forever.
But if we cut the computer out, then we don't have the computer. We can't watch videos.
We can still switch back and forth, can't we?
Yeah, but if we have another microphone, I would assume it was because we had another person on the show.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We cut someone out.
I've also said that why don't we fucking hook that microphone up to the computer, and there's a fourth mic right there.
You have?
I've said it numerous times.
Don't we have other
that
mics up
is a
there anyway?
USB microphone that will plug into the USB port of that.
You didn't have, I think it was you didn't have an extra USB.
You may
port.
not. That
No.
might be the problem, but you can also run a splitter.
Well,
what's-
yeah, we could run the splitter, or I could take out the mouse.
Yeah. Is that the
Open
mouse?
that one up.
That's
Yeah,
not the
I got the
mouse.
little
You've
mouse
also
right
got
here.
that plugged in. That doesn't
Yeah.
need to be right now.
Not right now.
The hard drive.
So yeah, we could use
you
that
probably
too.
just pull instead of unplugging the thing that gets you to fucking places
So
on the
does that mean
screen.
Kevin will be on that piece of shit mic, and you'll be on his, and I'll be on that, and we'll have someone on my right? I mean, how do we lay that out?
We can just get a longer USB cable. It's not complicated.
All right.
Why would we change our seating?
I don't know.
The guests should be uncomfortable,
Yeah, fuck the guests.
We wouldn't want to
Especially with-
accommodate our guests.
especially with the questions we ask them.
Who
Yeah,
accommodates their guests? We're gonna interrogate them.
That's the only way to do it.
We should get someone unique for our first guest. Something to, write in, email, text. Let us know who should
Yes,
be our
if you'd like to be a guest on the show.
Yeah, that'd be really kind
Write
of cool.
in to
Yeah.
our fucking PO box like it's 1990.
We're gonna do a special sweepstakes, or whoever wins can be our guest. So it's gonna be just some rando.
Yeah, I really think that would be a good idea.
We're gonna paddle you with pool noodles.
If you would like to be a guest for the show, please call.
To make me fucking search for this fucking part, you son of a bitch.
Or you can email.
Don't we have any? We have.
We
an email.
do. Why don't we give the actual email? I know you're gonna have to do this, but we have an actual email for the show, right?
Yes, we do.
Then what's it? What is it?
It is Garbage Pail Skids Podcast at gmail.com.
There we go. If you just email that,
And you got access to that then? If someone does email us, how do we know?
Kevin's never been on it. This is going to be the funny thing. He's going to
been
get on
on
it.
it.
I'll be pissed, right? There, like three
Right here.
actual popular podcasts are like, "Hey, we want you on." Like, what the fuck, dude?
It's no
Rogan himself. Let's see what you guys are doing. I love it.
He's like,
I've been watching for the
we
past
want
2
you on.
years.
Here's
How
plane
come you're
tickets.
not writing back?
Here's plane tickets to Texas, and we're like, "Motherfucker, expired." We're like, no.
But yeah,
Well,
they,
this is just
I would murder you at that point.
no, mostly
I just follow you home on a night we end the show. Be like, all right, something's gonna happen.
So there's
Dude, has
nothing-
anybody actually sent us stuff?
no. It's just our coffee brand coffee
That's
stuff, and then you
Man,
know,
this is
letting
sad.
us-
We don't
letting
even
us know that
we're so
videos are
we're
posted and
so
shit.
unpopular. We don't even get spam.
Nope.
Nah, no spam.
Well, how
That's how
often do we
sad
put
it
our
is.
email out? We don't put our email
No.
out.
We just did.
That's the first time in 2
We
years.
just did.
2 years. The first time.
Yeah,
we
no, it takes a while to do things on this show.
Hey, I know that.
Kevin
Jesus.
took fucking a year and a half to put a fucking soundboard on his computer, and then forgot that it was touchscreen.
Yeah.
He's sitting here fumbling with the fucking mouse, and then and then he's like, "Oh, I forgot it was this," and this is like fucking 3 weeks in.
It's a
Yeah.
different computer, but this one's also touchscreen, isn't it?
No, this
This one's
one's not.
Yeah.
But the one that he had for the longest time was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he forgot. And then I kept pushing the buttons because it was fun. I didn't know what I was pushing. They're just buttons to me.
Yeah, we still got some sounds on that one too. Yeah. Email us. Let us know if you'd like to be on our.
There you go.
It's an action. I didn't know.
You know that they're doing the last season of this show?
Dude, I love that show.
I know. I guess it's
Such a good
the,
fucking
the
show.
final season they're doing.
Have you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I like that. I haven't watched an episode, but I like the movie that came out, but it wasn't Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, that wasn't at all.
No.
But I like if it was anything like that, it was really good.
What movie?
I mean, similar. It's Larry David. I forget the name of the movie. He had a car that he was making.
Yeah, it was the Howard was the name of the car.
Yeah. And then he's the guy that goes, you know what? I'll sell you the rest of the company because he doesn't think it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, he basically
and then
makes
leaves,
fun
and
of
it
the guy.
becomes the biggest fucking car company in the world.
Oh, fuck.
Because you can
Bad
buy a
idea.
car for like $5,000, and like it was super cheap to make, but really good, and so everyone bought it. And he's just walking down the street looking like he's homeless
It's called
now.
Clear History.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking.
I never
good.
saw that.
It's got
No,
a whole bunch of people
Larry
in it.
David's good at comedy.
Oh, he is,
knows
yeah.
he knows comedy pretty goddamn well.
It's John Hamm, Bill Hader, Michael Keaton, Kate Hudson.
It's
Good
actually
cast,
not a
cast.
bad movie.
Yeah, Danny McBride's in it.
Yeah, it's on
Conan
it's on
O'Brien.
HBO's the one that came out with it.
Oh, okay.
So HBO Productions.
But I do like his comedy. On
Yeah,
Curb Your
dude, his comedy's
Enthusiasm,
great.
I really didn't much care for because at the time I didn't understand the
You just
comedy.
said that you don't that you've never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No, I've watched parts, the snippets of it. And I never liked it.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
well, it's like Seinfeld except done on HBO.
Right.
But
Like there was one
but
of him
even
complaining.
more wild.
He goes
and,
to the
you
doctor's
know.
office and he's like, "Well, I had an appointment. Well, we go first come first serve." It's like, "Well, I had an appointment. I should go
Yeah,
first."
no, it's always about little inconveniences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
daily life kind of shit.
that most people get annoyed with, but he fucking takes it to the extreme.
Yeah, he makes it
Everything.
He has no
awkward.
filter, as I
Like he also
understand it. Yeah.
has one where he realizes people will avoid you if you wear an
The MAGA hat?
Make an America Great Again hat.
Yeah, so he starts
started
wearing
wearing it everywhere. You're like, and they're like, oh, fuck you, and then walk away.
Or the guy that he had a guy driving next to him, and he cut him off or something like that. And the guy goes to bitch him out. He's like, "Oh, well, just try to be more careful, bud," because he's wearing the MAGA hat.
Yeah.
I remember
Because
that.
they were on the same side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like I said, I've seen little videos of it on TikTok, but
No,
when,
it's a
when
lot
I
of-
first learned about it, I didn't care for it because I thought, "Oh, this is going to be too smart for me," and at the time, it was.
Yeah, it might still be. But
It might be. I don't know. I didn't much care for Seinfeld either.
as you fucking stumble your way through that sentence.
I really didn't. I didn't like Seinfeld either because
Seinfeld was fun.
I thought
too.
Seinfeld was good.
yes, most people loved it.
But the thing is, though, I didn't get into Seinfeld until way later because
Same here.
when
Same.
when Seinfeld first came out, I was like, when did it come out? Like 89?
yeah,
Yeah.
I was pretty young.
I think
Yeah.
it went for like 11 years
Yeah.
and ended
And
in 99 2000.
I didn't watch it when it was really on TV.
No,
either.
because I was,
Yeah.
9 when it came out.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I was
I'm
watching
9.
like
I'm
Comedy
watching
Central
cartoon.
and shit like that.
Yeah, but at
you
9,
know.
I was watching cartoons. I wasn't watching
Like
fucking Seinfeld.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
back
and,
then.
and when I started watching like comedy stuff, it was mostly like South Park and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or The Simpsons, Futurama when that first came out. So I didn't really start watching Seinfeld till probably a few years after it ended.
yeah, I didn't watch.
But then it was on
until
everywhere,
really
and
I
I'm
was
sure
like an
I'm sure
adult.
they all still get tons of money out of it. The craziest thing to think is that fucking what's her name?
The actress?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus
Yeah.
is the richest one out of all of them.
She was richer before she even
Yes.
started.
Yeah. Well, and
She already
also,
had like half $500 million or whatever.
Well, also her career, man. I mean, she's been in that other show, Veep, and a bunch of other shows.
yeah,
too.
but she already had like $500 million before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her
she
family. She came from
the Dreyfuses.
some crazy amount
Rich
of
Jew
money.
money, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And all she did is like funnel money to destroy Palestinians the whole time.
The
whole time.
Richard Dreyfuss's like niece or something.
No, she had Mr. Holland Opus money.
Oh, Mr. Holland's old puss.
No, that was a different movie, Kevin.
I've seen it though. It's really not as good as people say. The old puss one.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Opus.
They're out there with a shovel, digging up bodies.
It was definitely an old puss. Very old.
Like, this one's fresh. Come on, Bob. Let's get this.
Look at Eddie Gain over here. He'll love this one.
Oh, man. I remember watching that movie and thinking, Josh should be here right now.
Dude, I got him that on his birthday, and he fucking threw it away.
Here's the fucked up thing. It started because I think while watching the movie, because I watched it with you and Jake.
Yeah.
And I forget who else. And
Someone else was there, yeah.
And I
Maybe
remember
Bobby or
as we were
something.
watching it, I'm like, dude, this guy's Josh.
Yeah.
And then we all go, wait a minute, he is Josh. And then we just started making.
We just start calling him Eddie Gain.
Well, and then, but during the movie, we just started making fun of him. Like, dude, that's exactly what he would do.
It's
like making fucking lamps and shit out of human
like,
skin.
There's the head tilt and the stare.
And then you guys just kept it going. I did too a little bit. But you guys kept it going with him.
For fucking years.
Yes. That's hilarious
Like
that you bought him.
Yeah, on his birthday,
the
I
fucking
bought him a
movie.
copy of the movie, and he fucking threw it in the garbage
movie
right
is,
when I
Ed
handed it
Gein.
to him.
Oh.
Yeah, Ed
Do you know
Gein.
who Ed Gein is?
Yeah.
He was a mass murderer, wasn't
Not
he?
really.
Not a mass murder. He only killed
I
really
think-
killed like 2 people.
I was
He
going to say, I think it was just 2.
But he was digging up bodies in the the graveyard.
He
and
lived
shit.
fairly close to a cemetery,
Yeah.
and would go down there and dig up bodies that people that were just buried.
Yeah.
And most people did that and was stealing jewelry. He was taking them home and then taking the skins and making stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he made some fucked up shit. He made lamps.
Repurposing them. That's kind of interesting.
No, he was truly one of the pioneers in recycling.
Yeah.
I can't fault him.
But the
for
guy
it.
that played him in the movie was Steve Railsback, and which I mean he was great in the movie.
Whatever.
but,
Kevin Railsbacks.
bareback.
You're so gay.
But yeah, it was a good fucking movie, and
Yeah, I liked it.
So I think he killed the woman at the diner or whatever, and then he killed like some woman at a store or something.
He was the inspiration for what's his
Leatherface.
No, that's partially. I mean,
I
partially
mean,
on that one.
The idea of taking
he
skin
was
and stuff.
heavily the inspiration for the guy Psycho.
Psycho. Yeah.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because if you watch Psycho, you go, it doesn't really line. I mean, it's the mother thing.
The mother
is
thing because
really
he was
what it
obsessed with his mom and all that.
Yeah.
And,
Well, and the fact that he kept her body.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. He
You
dug
know?
her up and
Yeah,
kept her.
that's. I mean, that's really where that came. That's probably what sparked the idea. Was like, oh, whoa, what if there was a guy that was crazy and just dug up his mom and
Yeah.
pretended to be her?
Yeah, when they cops went into his house after they arrested him, like tons of stuff. Like he had even furniture made out of like human
he had
bones
lamps.
and shit.
He had
Yeah,
lamps.
lampshades made out of skin. and
Lampskins made out of vaginas.
yeah, yes, exactly.
He made a skirt
Yeah.
that he would wear made out of like the puss.
yeah.
It's
Well,
fucking
sounds
crazy.
Like a Silence of the Lambs.
Well, he also made.
Yeah,
didn't
no,
he- didn't
I think
he-
Silence of the Lambs
no,
was also another one that was
character
kind of based
based
on it.
Yeah. What was the character's name? I forget. Buffalo Bob.
Yeah.
He was based off of Ed Gein as
Yeah,
well.
Ed
yeah.
Gein actually inspired a lot of good movies, so
Yes.
I'm all for what he did. We wouldn't have these movies, Tim.
Yeah. It's true. We wouldn't have had a nice life
Jodie
either.
Foster wouldn't have won that Academy Award if it weren't for Ed Gein.
Although she would have been straight. So you weigh it how you weigh it.
Oh, she's homosexual?
Hey, you didn't know that?
I didn't.
Jodie Foster is?
Oh, there goes
Yeah,
my
she's a
opportunity with
lesbian.
that
I had
one.
no
Yeah,
idea.
no, you were top on her list until
That's the
she
whole
was
reason
like,
I haven't been getting any emails back recently.
That's what it
That's
is.
heartbreaking.
Don't worry, I'll
She's beautiful.
I'll create an account.
Even now, she is absolutely fucking beautiful.
She's in that new True Detective show.
She
that
is
came out.
statuesque.
She's super old now.
So what, dude? She's gorgeous. She carries her age really well.
Is your favorite of her taxi driver?
Yeah, there was that one
No.
guy that was obsessed with
No,
her and
you're not?
shit.
It was Tom Sawyer.
Was she even younger in that? I haven't seen it, so I'd have
Yeah.
to. Okay, good. I at least went the right way with
Yeah.
it.
Well, there was that
Early
guy.
80s.
There,
Early
there was
80s.
that guy
It
that
was
tried to
Well,
assassinate. what
Taxi
was it?
Driver was before the 80s.
Well,
see.
it wasn't there that guy that
It was
he
like
tried to
70
assassinate
something.
Ronald Reagan, and
Yeah.
he said he did it for Jodie
Yes.
Foster to get her attention and
Yes.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah, Mark David Chapman.
that's him. Yes.
Yeah, 1973.
I was gonna say it's definitely before the 80s because I think Taxi Driver was like
It was 70s,
77,
yeah.
78. Yeah, because she was like 14 in Taxi Driver. She's got to be like 7 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, she did the original. What was it? The
That's
fucking.
creepy, Tim.
That's what I remember her from.
Not me.
I mean, I was
I
a
guess-
kid when I first watched it anyway, so it was my
Oh,
first
so it's
crush.
fine.
Yeah, it's my
It's
first
fine.
crush.
It's fine
You're
for
a
you to be a
kid.
creep.
It's
Being
probably
a kid, seeing another cute kid, be like,
The
oh,
fact
she's really
that you
pretty.
keep jerking off to it, though, is kind of a problem. Tim.
Like how quickly it popped up on my phone.
That's not even a website. It's a screenshot.
Jesus.
This is my favorite out of my collection.
Holy golly.
You just have a fucking section on your phone that says, "Don't look."
Private. Jesus
Oh man!
Christ.
All right, we can end on Tim's pedophilia.
What better way to end it on that than to go to velvet-alley.com
No,
and check
we
it out.
don't do that anymore.
We got it.
Oh, we don't.
I already have that.
Oh, sweet.
So thank you for listening to the show. Follow us on all the socials, except Twitter. We don't have that yet.
Yep, this is the first week that we will have the ads already
the ads. We
inserted.
did the ads
Fuck
last
yeah,
week.
dude, that's awesome. Forgot about
We
that.
already did the ads. So this is just a sign up.
Thank you so much for listening, watching. We appreciate it. Love you guys all. Remember, try emailing us if you want to be on our next podcast. Again, the email is garbagepaleskidpodcast@gmail.com.
Bing.
Holy shit, you
And
got it right.
Send all your Jodie Foster's pics to this email.
Fuck you guys.
All right, you know what? I was going to say something, but Kevin ended with a great joke. Goodbye, everybody.
For once.
Ad time, guys.
Hey, if you get a chance, check out velvet-alley.com for all your adult needs. Strokers, pads, and dildos. Check them out. velvet-alley.com.
And go to Coffee Brand Coffee for all your coffee needs. Use the coupon code GPS1 to get 5% off your purchase.
Kevin, what's your favorite coffee?
All of them!
No, I mean, what's your favorite seasonal coffee? Which one
Pumpkin
have you
spice.
bought the most of?
The pumpkin spice.
Fuck you. All right, goodbye, everybody.